What the? God, I forgot the stealth setting again. Dang it. Okay, Hamster, this is like the 8th time we've had to do this. I have to keep resetting your memory every time I screw up, so let's just see how this goes.
Excuse me?
Speedrun. You're asleep, this is a simulation, and I'm on the outside trying to emulate alterations in your memories to fulfill your dying wish.
Wait, what? I'm dying?
So far. I mean, you see, I'm not so great at this job. Wait, so, hold on. In my dreams, I just keep playing unending video games? Over and over again, yes. Unable to ever reach the end credits. It's kind of sad, really. Even if I reached the end, what kind of ending could I possibly get in a simulated dream? A never-ending Bayonetta-like epilogue upon epilogue, fake-out ending. It's not worth it. We've gone over this.
You've got to fix this!
What if I could? Last time I accidentally gave you pineapple hands and a sexual attraction to flamingos.
What?
But let me try this button. Whoa! Finally! Okay, much better.
Wait, but I'm still playing video games.
But see, I changed the game you're playing.
And changed my feet into tilapia?
Come on now, I fixed the game problem! Now honestly now, which do you find more troubling? Nightmarishly never-ending video games or fish feet? I'm not sure. So what is this? It says to the moon. I can read. Good, because you're gonna be doing a lot of it. This is a short story-based indie game. Wait, I don't get it. This is what I wished for? Well, I guess sometimes you don't realize how much you needed something until you have it. All right then, I guess we're going to the moon. You sure you can't fix my feet though? Nope. And let's keep those off screen. They look really hard to edit. There really isn't much here in terms of actual gameplay. You basically just walk around and interact with people and objects to advance the plot. But what about those little tile flip puzzles you do before diving into new mementos? They are bare bones puzzles at best. The game might honestly be better off without them. Even still, it's an investigative game, and the interactive menus help catalog all the clues and information for the player to piece together at their own pace. That's your idea of gameplay? It's a story game, I'm reaching here! Looks like we're going for a good old 16-bit art style. I do love me some sprite art. For sprites, these characters are surprisingly expressive and fluidly animated. I think it looks really nice. I don't want to pick on it, but a couple important moments have art that's just okay. It's not bad or anything, it's just— Come on now, just because you have an MFA doesn't mean you have a pass to pick on other people's artwork.
Yes, it does!
You play as Dr. Eva Rosalind and Dr. Neil Watts, who are tasked with utilizing advanced memory-altering technology in order to give their patients false memories before they die so they can have their dying wishes fulfilled. Their patient is Johnny, an unresponsive elderly man on his deathbed, who dearly wished to go to the moon, but to the doctor's dismay, didn't remember why, making your job of getting him there a journey through his entire life to find out why and how to fulfill his last wish before it's too late. You dive into Johnny's memories, traveling backwards in time, farther and farther all the way back to his early childhood, learning the story of his life in reverse, and from the perspective of the disenfranchised doctors, as they try to solve the mysteries of his life alongside the player. But before we spoil this like milk in the attic, we highly encourage you to experience this story for yourself firsthand. It's funny, it's sad, it's mysterious, it's sweet, and it's short. Seriously, I'm not saying it again. Play it yourself, don't ruin this masterpiece. Or you can just watch my live stream, shameless plug. So as you travel backward through Johnny's memories, we're introduced to River, his recently deceased wife. It's due to River's ongoing medical and psychological issues that drive the story between her and Johnny, as we watch Johnny do absolutely everything he can to keep River happy throughout her life, though something always seems amiss. River's condition remains a mystery for a large chunk of the game, instead focusing on Johnny's dedication to her. He indulges her odd dream of buying a lighthouse, takes her out to see friends, bookstores, and even horseback riding. As her condition worsens, River begins making dozens of origami rabbits scattered around their home, and against Johnny's wishes, denies her expensive treatment so that the two can complete their dream home by the lighthouse. Johnny and the player assumed the poor woman slowly lost her mind as she aged. The real tragedy only reveals itself deep in Johnny's memories. River is diagnosed with autism as a young adult, and with Johnny's help, she's finally able to start understanding this disorder that's been with her throughout her entire life. It's not long afterward that the couple get married, further proving Johnny won't abandon River. Might I remind you that you're actually playing as the doctors? It's through their eyes that we see this story unfold, and due to their becoming so desensitized to this peculiar job, add the outside perspectives and comedy with drama-shattering exposition that really helps break up the story so it can feel more human and emotional when segments like those arise. Traveling further back, they see Johnny and River first meeting in school and going on awkward dates. We can now recognize River's autism from her personality, but still find no source for Johnny's wish. The doctors start getting desperate and futilely try implanting the idea themselves, but to no avail, until they discover Johnny's deeper, repressed childhood memories. As a young boy, Johnny witnesses the traumatic death of his older brother Joey, and gets beta blockers to help him forget about the painful experience. But this also adversely caused him to forget about a fateful night Johnny spent with his family at the carnival. There, Johnny sneaks away to a secluded starry scene where he meets the young River before what we thought was their first meeting. The two kids share a cute moment together away from the carnival that Johnny will ultimately forget, but River will remember for the rest of her life. River imagines all the stars being lighthouses and dreams of taking care of one someday. While stargazing, they search for the shape of a rabbit, which River finds by using the moon to make the body. They then promise that if they ever get separated, they'll meet back up again, together on the moon. Well, that explains Johnny's wish. So now we just need to get Johnny and River. Not so fast. We're only contracted to get Johnny to the moon, and it's River who keeps him from getting there. Messing with his memory more than requested isn't ethical. But he only wants to go to the moon to be reunited with River. The doctors argue as Johnny's time is running out, settling on moving River instead of deleting her to achieve their goal, so that she and Johnny can go to an imaginary version of NASA and finally rocket away to the moon together. Watching Johnny's new memories unfold, we realize that River was actually spending her entire life desperately trying to get Johnny to remember their real first meeting, as it meant so much to her. She hung onto a plush platypus Johnny gave her that night for her whole life, and the constant lighthouse and rabbit references suddenly seem a lot less crazy and a lot more sad, as we know River inevitably dies without her husband ever remembering this special moment and promise that they made to each other as children. But with the doctor's help, Johnny remembers his wish and takes off in a rocket with River to the moon, with all his family and friends watching their liftoff, including his forgotten brother Joey. But time is short, and Johnny momentarily realizes the beeping of the spacecraft is actually his fading heart monitor. Calming his nerves, River takes Johnny's hand as he passes away. Wow. Just wow. And I feel like we're grossly underselling this incredible journey. But still, this story is really sold through all the little interactions, artifacts of significance, and wonderful sprite artwork. The story is masterfully crafted and woven through humor and emotion in such a way that the whole story comes to light the farther back in time you go through Johnny's memories, making sense of the events to come. It is possible I'm biased by this story because I relate so much to River, as I was also diagnosed with autism as an adult earlier this year. The same day I unknowingly streamed the game, by the way. So I understand her worries and struggles on a personal level, and it helps me better appreciate all the subtleties in the story meant for people like me overcoming a life-changing diagnosis. I agree, I'm finding it quite difficult to remove myself from this story for a fair review. I just want to see it for what it really is. And what it is beautiful. Yeah. Probably the biggest thing that lifts this story from great to utterly captivating is the music. The beautiful piano melodies are absolutely perfect for setting the various scenes. The vocal track Everything's Alright is especially powerful when it plays at the end. Though observant players will notice Johnny be given a music box playing this melody in the beginning. There's actually quite a lot of Easter eggs for players to recognize on repeat playthroughs. I absolutely adore how the track For River that Johnny plays for his wife is actually made for someone with autism in mind. The melodies repeat in patterns just enough before chaotically spiraling into new melodies. For somebody like me, it keeps the song special no matter how many times I hear it. Now that is some attention to detail. If they even intended on viewers picking up on that.
Shut up, it's beautiful!
This game will probably make you cry. Yes. But it'll also make you laugh, make you go, huh? Make you go, whoa, make you go, aww, and so on. It's a narratively complete package. I know the odds of anybody sharing my unique experience with this game is mathematically inconceivable. But for me, playing this game blind on the same day I was diagnosed with autism as an adult was such a powerful experience that helped me in ways I can't even explain, where a video game was there for me on a day no other actual person could be. Maybe this was the game you wished for and didn't know you needed. I guess. Now I'm only marginally upset I have fish for feet. The positive gamer in me feels no shame in rocketing to the moon up to a 10 out of 10. I went into this game with high hopes and with a friend's overwhelming recommendation. Though normally this sets the bar too high with expectation, I was somehow still left completely speechless with the tremendously impactful narrative that I will cherish forever. The critical gamer in me struggles to get past the outstanding story and music of To the Moon to fairly judge the rest of the game, rewriting it as a strong 7 out of 10. It's still an undeniably amazing experience, but as a game, I feel inclined to ask for a bit more in terms of gameplay and interaction. But this is hardly enough to keep me from giving this game its well-deserved glowing recommendations. But what do you think? Tell us how your positive and critical sides rate To the Moon in the comments below. But if you don't think emotional story-based indie games are worth your time, then you're just playing with yourself. Special thanks this week go out to Kim for helping me make these origami bunnies. She was complaining that she couldn't do it very well, but honestly, she was a big help and she got a bunch of these things made for me, so it was really helpful. I made this little guy though, he's mine. Look how he got you, bunny. Also one more thing. These pictures only sometimes show up really well, and in this episode in particular, this drawing that I spent so much time on looks terrible. If you follow me on Twitter, you can see better shots of these things, so follow me on Twitter, check them out, and do a thing on social media stuff. Yeah. But anyway, do you have an idea for a new episode of Playing With Myself? Join the discussion over on Discord using the new Patreon perks to nominate and vote for future episodes. Patreon members also get first picks, so check out the description for some more information. As always, thank you to our amazing Patreon members, Atomic Thomas, Cameron, Arrow, Kai, Ben, Rowan, Erica, Squad Fam, Sid, and Denny. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!